Hello, my name is Lotus, and welcome to my little vlog/commentary. I don't do these often, but I really wanted to talk about my experience at Phoenix Fan Fusion 2025. I'm doing a little commentary along with this because I didn't have enough footage to make it like an actual vlog, so this seemed like the next best thing. Now, I've been to 2 furry conventions before, but I've never been to a cosplay convention. I didn't know what to expect, but I was excited nonetheless. So without further ado, let's jump into day 1. On day 1, we got up at 6:45, which we really didn't have to do. We didn't have any panels or anything until 1:45 in the afternoon, but we wanted to get to the exhibitor hall early so we could wait in line. Yeah, so there was no line to get into the exhibitor hall. I'm used to there being a line because that's a common thing at furry conventions, but nah, people just stood at the entrance and walked in with the doors opened, which actually worked just fine. There wasn't really any need for a line. Now, the first thing we did was speed walk to Night Cove the Fox's booth because I wanted to get there before the crowd came in. I bought a signed poster and my sister bought some stickers, which I'm now regretting not getting because they looked super cool, but oh well. I also was able to gift her some artwork of her Ringmaster Glitchtrap cosplay and some of her pets. Then I got a quick picture and we went on our merry way. We walked around the exhibitor hall, mostly staying near the artist alley. My sister bought some keychains, I bought a poster, it was great. We got some lunch, then headed out to the furry cosplay photo shoot. We got there early, so we watched a few other photo shoots happen before we got called up. I actually don't know how they fit us all on that stage. In case you've never seen a full fursuit in person, I'm going to tell you right now that they're a lot bigger than you may think, especially if it's a digitigrade suit. I'm pretty sure we took up all of the space, and I don't even want to imagine how the Saturday photo shoot went. We then left to go to a main character creation panel. This panel mostly consisted of coming up and drawing a main character. I came up with this guy. It was such a fun panel even though it was not very full. Then we stayed where we were as the Learn to Draw Pokemon with Team Rocket panel was happening next in the exact same room. When I saw this panel on the website a few weeks prior, I was curious to what this was. Was it going to be the voice actors, cosplayers? I didn't know. It ended up being a group of Team Rocket cosplayers, and one of them would be showing us how to draw Pokemon requested by the audience. This is what I ended up with, and these are my sisters. They actually gave her one of their drawings, which was super nice of them. Now it was 5:30, and we had to book it to the FNAF That's Just a Theory panel. Apparently, at this convention center, you aren't allowed to stand in a panel room. It's either you find a seat or you have to leave the room. We found seats though, don't worry. We had seats in the back, and my mom actually got up and found some on the other side of the room a few rows up. But the panel was already starting, and I have terrible anxiety. I did not want to get up and cause a bunch of people to look at me, so I just stayed put. Even though we were in the back, we still had a great time though. This panel consisted of theory discussions given by prompts. I didn't share any theories, but it was still super fun to listen in, and the vibes in that panel were just so nice. We also watched the game trailer for The Secret of the Mimic, which is probably out by the time of uploading this, and the FNAF 2 movie trailer. Once that panel ended, the day was pretty much over and we went back to the hotel and ate at a little Japanese restaurant. It was then that I noticed after checking their schedule again that there was supposedly a K-pop random dance event. I've been wanting to do one of those forever. And it's totally my fault for missing it on the list of events and panels, but I was still very sad. Okay, day 2. This was the most fun, but also the most stressful day. The hallways were so packed. Just so y'all know, in total there were over 130,000 attendees. I know some of them had one-day passes, but that's still a lot. The furry convention I had last been to before this, Texas Furry Fiesta 2024, had around 8,000 attendees, and that was one of the biggest furry conventions at the time. We started the day the same as Saturday, stop by Nico's booth, walk around the exhibitor hall, buy more stuff, and so on. At noon we went to the cosplay guest spotlight, which I low-key forgot was happening that day until I saw the panel schedule at Nico's booth. We didn't have anything to do, so we decided to go instead of staying in the exhibitor hall. I'm glad we went though, because all of the cosplays that were showcased were super cool, and they even answered some questions after the performances, which I actually learned a lot from. Even though I mostly prefer fursuiting, I've cosplayed a couple times in the past, and I'd love to learn more about it. Also, someone gave me a bracelet, and it made me so happy. Guess what we did after that little event? We went back to the exhibitor hall, wow! A few hours later, we had another FNAF panel, this one being the FNAF Mega Trivia panel. This one was pretty crazy because it was a 500 seat room where there were around 400 people in the Kahoot. It was really fun though. I found out I knew a lot more about FNAF than I thought. I don't remember exactly what number I ended up placing. I feel like it was the 13th or 14th place, but I could be completely wrong. I should have screenshotted it. After that panel ended, we had a Five Nights at Freddy's cosplay meetup where basically you get to take photos with FNAF cosplayers and chat with them and all that jazz. I wasn't going to go originally because I assumed it was only for FNAF cosplayers, but they informed us that even if you were just a fan, you are welcome to come too. We did a little conga line going up to the room. Well, it was more of just a normal line compared to a conga line, but the energy was there and that's all that matters. It was actually gonna be in the same room as the cosplay guest spotlight, so we ended up doing like a little FNAF fashion show thingy where we were gonna walk on the little catwalk. We did end up waiting outside of the meetup room in a line for, I wanna say like 10-15 minutes. I didn't mind personally, they were trying to figure out the best way to do this, so it was fine. But then we finally went in, and I'll just play the clip my mom got.
There she is. Hello.
After that, we spent some time in the meetup room taking pictures and chatting. Near the end of the meetup, we kind of just ended up vibing to the music instead of actually going around and meeting people, which I'm not complaining. I'd already talked to a bunch of people that day, so it was nice to just stand there and vibe in fursuit. And that's the end of day 2. Afterwards, we went back to the hotel, and it was the last day. It was finally Sunday, the last day. We started the day by taking some photos and then heading to, you guessed it, the exhibitor hall. My sister was actually on the lookout for an Eda bag. I can only guess that after seeing my absolutely amazing Eda bag, she really wanted one too. We came across some star-shaped Eda bags after searching for a little while, and she bought it like almost immediately. Now it was my turn to take one last look around to see if there were any last-minute purchases I wanted to make. I ended up buying a small inked commission from an artist, which is probably one of my favorite things I purchased at this convention. I love commissioning artists online, but having a physical art piece is just a different experience and I don't get to do these often, so I always try to get at least one traditional commission when I go to conventions. There was also this giant Eevee in the distance, so we just had to go see what that was about. After that, we went to an Animation 101 workshop panel. There they talked a bit about their company and how it helps animators get experience and jobs. They also talked about their own animation projects, which looked amazing by the way. After that panel, we ate lunch, then went back to the same place and waited for about an hour for the Behind the Nerdcore music panel. Funny story, my commission had been completed like 30 minutes before the panel, so I had to run to the artist alley and get it super quick because by the time this panel was over, it would be closed. The artist alley would be closed, so this was my only shot at getting it. Back to the panel though, this was the panel I was looking forward to the most. I absolutely love seeing behind the scenes of all forms of art, including music. It was super interesting to learn about what goes into making music. I was so locked in for this panel, I didn't even take any pictures or videos. Another one of my biggest dreams is to animate an official music video. I know that is a big stretch and definitely not easy at all to achieve, but I can still dream. We took super quick pictures because the convention center was closing and that was it. The convention was over. I'm going to be so honest when I say that this was 100% the best convention I've ever been to. I know I'm a furry, and there's furry conventions, but frankly I don't think that matters because I enjoy this convention way more than the 2 furry conventions I'd been to before. Don't get me wrong, I'd love to go to a few more furry conventions, but I think I'd also like to go to cosplay conventions now. I actually plan on possibly going to CadabraCon in September, hopefully, so I will see how that goes. But that is all for now, and I will quickly segue to the Phoenix Fanfusion Hall. Hello, I am back from the convention, and I'm going to quickly show, all the things that I bought and received. So, I'm just gonna get into it. The first thing I'm going to show, this is not in order of the things I bought, this is not in order of what I bought, but it is in order of just what's on the pile. I have this cat mask that I bought. It was so cool seeing cat masks, Therian masks at this convention because you don't normally see those. At least I've never seen any at conventions, in person. I bought this one because the design was super cool. It's like a star themed, space, nighttime. I thought it was super cool. So I bought this. There were lots of other cool masks, but this is the one that I got. There was another one that I liked that looked kind of like Brightheart with a little butterfly on its ear. That one was super cute, but I ended up going with this one. This one, it just spoke to me. He's going to go with my other masks over here somewhere. Okie dokie. The next thing that I got, or that what's on the pile, is this little shadow keychain. It's so cute. It's so cute. He's so small. I don't remember who, like, the artist's name. Ooh, actually, idea. I put like the keychain backing in my sketchbook because I always like to save those because I think it's so cool seeing like independent artists like having like professional looking like packaging and stuff. Here, okay. Lari, oh my god, okay, I'm gonna butcher this, but it says Lariatel, and this is, it's like right there. This is kind of old. It's from the Minecraft movie, but this is their name. Again, it's like so professional looking, and it's so cool, and I love it so much. The next thing, I went to the like I said, I went to the guest cosplay showcase. I think that's the order of the words, but someone gave me a little bracelet, and it's so cute, and I love it. And I wore it like the whole day. All Saturday I wore it. It was so nice. Okay, the next thing is a poster from Nico the Fox's booth, and my name is on it, so I'm gonna blur that. But yeah, it's so cool. I got it signed, and I got to give her some of my art too, so that was super cool. I mean, I'm gonna hang this up somewhere, but I need to find a spot. Now I got this aespa poster, and I've been meaning to find one of these because I see these all the time in like Artist Alley videos, like drawings like of aespa specifically. I don't know why there's so many of aespa, but I see them all the time, and I love aespa, and I've been wanting to buy some. And I finally bought one, and I'm gonna hang it on my wall too somewhere if I can find a spot. Yeah. Where? Business card. Business card. Business card. This is who made it. Oh dear. This is who made it. Little QR code. So that's the artist that made this. The next thing that I have is, oops, that's the wrong side. There's 3 posters in here. I bought 2 and 1 was free. 2 of them for me. 1 of them is for a friend for their birthday. Because it's coming up pretty soon. So one of them, this one in the back that you cannot see, is for my friend. So, but I got this Mabel one, Gravity Falls. Love Gravity Falls. And the second one I bought in the middle is this like Evolutions one, and it's so clean, and the art is so pretty, and the colors are so pretty, and I just love it. I love it so much. I'll find a place for these on my wall too, if it'll get back in the get back in. I did it. I know my friend watches these videos, so you cannot see yet. Wait, I see them. Okay. I got this from an artist who I do not know. I didn't pick up a business card because I forgot, and there was no business card in the bag. This is what they made, the little commission of Lotus. They did put their signature. If anyone knows who this is, please tell me. This one, again, no business card, but they do have a signature. I got this little lemon cat art, which is funny because it matches my like YouTube name, my username, which isn't why I bought it. It's not why I bought it, but it's just something I noticed like after the fact when I was at the hotel, like going through the stuff I bought. So that's pretty funny. I will put it somewhere on my wall or somewhere else. Here is the signature, by the way. I'll try to find socials if I can, but if not, this is the signature. And then I had a few things. I already put them in my sticker drawer, so I gotta take them out. I got this sticker of Rambly. It's so cute. I got this sticker, I'm pretty sure, if I'm remembering correctly, I put their like bag thing in here, like their little logo. It's with the other one right here. I think that's the right person. But yes, again, there was no business card, but if that's the right person, then yay! I put these in last night, so I don't remember exactly. Oh, back in the sticker drawer you go. And I got all these business cards, and I didn't buy from all these artists, but these are business cards from artists that stood out to me. So like, for example, this person's art was super cute, and the line art was so clean, and the colors were so pretty, and I wanted to buy from them, but we didn't have time to come back. So I might buy something online if they have like an online store or something. And then this person, super cool. They make like Persona like clay figures. I think they're custom made. I'm not sure. I followed them like immediately after we got back to the hotel because it was just so cool. But yeah, they're super cool. Evan's Critter Shop. So they're like links. This was actually an artist that my sister bought something from, I think. I thought their art was super cool, so I kept a business card. Their booth was also super cool. It was like decorated really cool, and they had like a little binder to flip through their work. It was super cool. Last one was Michael the Fox. Yeah. I don't think much needs to be said. You know, she's pretty cool. Her music's pretty good. Yeah. Her cosplays are cool. Here's her cosplays. Wow. But yeah, she's pretty cool. And then I got this one again. And those are all the cards. Those are all the cards. I do have this. Oh god. I do have this, which I got for free, obviously. It's like a little book of the schedule and like all the stuff that's happening at the convention. You know, like it had like maps and like, you know, like whatever this is. Oh yeah, it also had like a list of like all the guests and everything. So it was super cool. I keep hitting my own face, but that's fine. I'm definitely keeping it though. I think that's pretty much it. Oh, I forgot something. I got like little keychains from this one artist. Their art was super cute. Their art's like super colorful. And my sister got a poster and it's so pretty. They have a really nice use of colors in their art, and I got little keychains. There's a Jax one up there. I don't know if you guys can see it, but I don't feel like standing up to grab it. So I think that's it. That's all the stuff I bought or received, and it was a super cool convention, and I hopefully get to go again. So now I'm gonna go back to like the voiceover section. And that's it. Phoenix Fan Fusion was an amazing convention, and I hope I can go again next year. If you met me or said hi, hello. It was so nice meeting everyone. This was a very spontaneous video idea, and I don't know if I'll ever do anything like this again, but this video was actually super fun to make, so maybe I will, who knows. But thanks for watching, bye!